Greetings, vinyl community. This is Jason with Jason's Vinyl Lab, and I know it's been quite a long time since I made a video. My apologies for that. I just haven't had the money to buy that many new records, and I've decided I'm just going to start, reviewing random records I have in my collection. But for today, I want to talk about the new Metallica record that just came out a few days ago on Friday. 72 Seasons, and I want to give it my first impression. I'm not going to review it until I listen to it a few more times. I've only had time to spin it once. I'm going to give it a good 2 or 3 more listens before I give it an actual review. So I'll come back with that in a few days. But I'm going to try to do at least 3 or 4 videos a week moving forward. I've probably said that before. It's probably been a good 6 months or longer since I made any kind of video. But enough about that. I want to talk about what I got, and I have one more on the way. So I got the Walmart exclusive right here. I don't have the hype sticker I threw out because it was nothing special. But on the website, it's called Never Mellow Yellow. That's what you'd see on the Walmart website, I believe, and on the Metallica website where it links to the Walmart. But on the actual hype sticker, it just says yellow and black swirl or something like that. Kind of looks like a greenish yellow, I think, with the black smoke. But I'll just pull out one. This is what it looks like. Very cool. And I do have the litho. There's 2 different Walmart exclusives. Both of them, the record. The color of the record is exactly the same. They're both on that yellow with black swirl. But one comes with the litho and one doesn't. I did get the one with the litho. It's something special. I'm kind of disappointed. It's just a piece of cardboard. Like a thin, like construction paper, I guess, kind of thing with that picture on it. I'll probably just thumbtack it to the wall or something, I guess. The other variant I have is an indie store exclusive, which I got from Kingfish Records in Clearwater, Florida. This one, I actually like this one better. It doesn't have any swirl or marble or any kind of splatter, but check out that purple. It doesn't do it justice what you see on the screen here, but in person, the color really pops. It looks so good. Yeah, it is translucent, like a dark, but not too dark of a purple. I think it's called Midnight Violet or something like that. I don't really remember, but it looks really pretty. I have, see, what do I got? I got Megadeth's Peace Cells on purple vinyl, but that's really dark. You can barely tell it's purple without shining a light on it. And then I have Jimi Hendrix Smash Hits on purple haze vinyl. That one looks decent. Then there's a Christian group called Elevation Worship. One of the records I have comes on 3 LPs, and it's 3 different colors, but one of the LPs is purple. So out of all of them, though, this is by far my favorite looking of all my purple colored LPs. So what do I think of the record? Well, off the bat, I dig it. I really like it. I'm not going to say I love every song, but overall, look, nothing's ever going to be as good as their 80s material. There's just no going back. They're all in the very late 50s, pushing 60. In fact, I think, I know Lars and James will be 60 sometime this year. Kurt may already be 60, I'm not sure. And I'm not exactly sure how old Rob is, but I believe he's in his late 50s as well. So for them to do, make this record at that age is impressive. Again, they're never going to make anything like Master of Puppets or Lightning or Justice. Even if they wanted to, it's just not going to happen. But for their age, to be able to put this out, I think it's really solid, really good. Definitely better than Saint Anger. Not saying much. Overall, better than Load and Reload, which there are parts of Load and Reload I do dig. I know they get a lot of hate, but then as far as Death Magnetic and Hardwired, it's right up there with them. I'd probably, I know this is not my final score, but right now I'd probably say this is 7 out of 10. Again, I have to listen to it a few more times. As far as what I recommend this record, if you're a die-hard Metallica fan, and obviously, yes, you're going to want everything they have, except maybe Saint Anger. If you're just a casual Metallica fan who likes listen to them once in a while, I don't know if this is going to be for you. If you're one of those old school fans that's, old school Metallica only, this is not going to be for you. Or if you're just a casual metal fan, maybe you just like, a little Metallica, a little Maiden, a little Megadeth. Depending on how varied your taste is, this may or may not be for you. So this is going to be for the hardcore Metallica fan that has to have everything, or the moderate fan that likes most of the music, maybe not all of it, and newer Metallica fans who maybe got turned on by Metallica. As crazy as it sounds, people got into them during the reload era. Those fans are going to be into this. So it just depends on your taste. But overall, yeah, I would say it was worth getting. I don't regret the purchase at all. I do have one more variant coming in the mail either today or tomorrow. It is from the Metallica store exclusive, the Black Smoky variant. So I'll have 3 copies of this as of today or tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to get the Target exclusive. I've thought about it. Part of me wants it. Part of me doesn't really feel the need for it. It's on a red with black swirl, red vinyl. This, with all this yellow cover going on. I don't know how much sense it makes having a red vinyl. Then again, having a purple vinyl, probably not much better, but I wanted to support a local record shop, and, what the heck. And I like the way it looks. So that's the reason why I got the purple one. Now, what do I think of the record? Well, obviously it comes on 2 LPs because you got 77 minutes or so worth of music. So the first disc side A has 72 seasons, a title track. Shadows follow, and then Screaming Suicide. Big fan of the first 2 songs, 72 seasons. That's kind of like one of their ode to their old school days. Kind of like, it's like a thrasher. I would say the same thing about Shadows Follow, but not as much. Screaming Suicide, that's one of the songs that was released prior to the album. It's decent. It's good. It's not great. I can take it or leave it. On the next side, the first 2 songs kind of give you a load, reload vibe, but a little bit more upbeat than what you had on Load and Reload. That's Sleepwalk My Life Away, and then You Must Burn. I dig those songs. They're good. They're like the more of the... you take some of the faster songs that you would find on Load or Reload, which are not a whole lot of speed on those albums, but something like a Fuel or a Eat My Bitch. It's kind of in that vein, these 2 songs, I think. And then at the end of side B, you have Lux Eterna, which is the first song that was released. I like that song. They came out swinging with that song. A little shorter one, short but sweet. And then on the second disc, side C, you have this is hands down my least favorites of the 4 sides. I don't really care for any of these three songs. Not necessarily terrible, but I can do without them. I could take a couple of songs off this record and make a perfect 1-disc album. I'd probably take off these 3 songs, and then maybe 1 or 2 other, and have a great 7-song, 45, 50-minute record. But, it's not bad. I don't regret having this. I'm not going to skip over the songs when I do play the record. It's not like, I got to listen to this crap. They're decent. I just don't really need them. I don't think they add to the value of the record at all. That's all I'm saying. Then the last side, you got Too Far Gone, Room of Mirrors, and In Morta. I think side 4 redeems a little bit the way that side 3 will have let you down. Immorta is like an 11-minute closer, 11 and a half minutes, something like that. Kind of reminds me of parts of it reminds me of Misery from the Black Album. Kind of sounds like that, during parts of it, but more kind of like more, how do I say this, darker in a way, which is weird. I know Ron Haggerty gave it his first impression. He didn't really like that song. He only made it like halfway through and turned it off. I actually really like the song. To me, it doesn't feel like 11 and a half minutes, whatever it is. It felt like more like 6 or 7 minutes, because it just flows really nice. But again, I got to give it a few more listens before I give it a more detailed review. I've only heard most of these songs once. Overall, I really dig it. The yellow, really, I don't really care for the color. The cover. With the crib and everything burnt, doesn't really do anything for me. And I don't really care for the, over the last few years, they've changed their logo to just the M, which they've been around for a long time, so everybody knows what that is. But I definitely prefer the full Metallica. But the yellow, at first I was like, oh, yellow, that's stupid. But it makes it really stand out, so you can really see. You walk into a record store and you see this, it's going to jump out at you. That's going to be one of the first things you notice, whether you're looking for Metallica or not. If you see that in the front row, you're gonna notice that record. So I guess maybe that was what they were going for. I don't know, but yeah, that's my first impression. Yeah, so if you're a Metallica fan, it's worth getting up. If you're just a metal fan in general, it's not going to be your favorite record of all time, but I think you'll enjoy it. If you're just an old school fan, first 4 albums and that's it. It's probably, you're probably not going to be into it. I don't think you're going to like it. But I get it. I grew up in the 80s. I was born in 76. I'm basically a child of the 80s, so I was there for it all. I get it. So, but that time's never coming back. That it's long gone. Those were glorious, magical years, I know, but it's in the past, unfortunately, and there's no going back. But for this day and age, you're not going to get much better. It's just, yeah, those are my thoughts. I'll be back in a couple days. I'm going to start doing random reviews of different records I have. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers.